Welcome into Wager Talk TV. I am Drew Martin, joined by Andrew McGinnis and Andy Lang of WagerTalk.com. We're talking Sunday NFL football here, 1 p.m. Kicking us off, Andy Lang. We get NFC East matchup, Dallas Cowboys at the Washington football team. We're seeing Dallas Cowboys split line here. Important to shop around, guys. -3.5 or -4 as we're talking midweek, Andy Lang. 48 being the total. What do you like in football team versus the Cowboys?
It's an interesting game. You have 8-4 Dallas going to Washington, and Washington is 6-6. I think you can make the case the 6-6 team might have the most momentum coming into this game. 4-game winning streak for Washington, and it's not really been pretty. So they pulled the upset against Tampa on the 14th, and they turned that into a 4-game winning streak, but not a lot of points. They've only scored 17 points the last 2 games. Nice job in time of possession with Gibson running, which, by the way, shout out to Gibson. The guy's diagnosed with a stress fracture in his leg, and he's playing really, really well. I'm stunned by it. Heineke, he's not the ideal NFL quarterback you want leading you into the playoffs, but you got to give him credit. He's won 4 straight, doesn't throw for a ton of yards. He has interceptions in 2 straight games, only has 11 touchdowns in his last 8 games, but he's doing something right. I like the under here. Dallas does not impress me. I don't know what they're doing with Zeke. He has no explosion. They are saying that they're leaving him in there because he's really good at pass protection. But they got the explosive back in Pollard. They're not giving him enough touches. The passing game is clunky at times, especially when they have injuries to CeeDee Lamb. And then Amari Cooper coming back should help Dak. But what I see here is a limited Washington team that has gone under this total in 7 straight games, and Dallas games have gone under this total in 5 out of 6. I would expect another tough NFC East battle with some clunky offenses. Washington defense has stepped up, and they played really good without Chase Young. So I'm just going to keep riding the trend of this Washington under. So give me the under 48.5, depending on your book.
Sure, looking towards the under. McGinnis, coming to you next. Number 1 versus number 2 record-wise here in the NFC East. What do you like in Cowboys and football team?
Well, Drew, it's not about what you've done. It's about what have you done for me lately. And I'm going to go ahead with the football team, the Washington football team here, plus the points. I like what they've done. I don't care that they've been close games. They're finding a way to get it done. And just like Andy mentioned, a lot of it's due to their defense. Take a look at their small 4-game win streak here, allowed 19, 21, and then 15 twice. And I like the competition they face. They've actually been able to contend against some good teams, competitive teams, good teams that run the ball, teams that throw the ball, and mix in that great upset against Tampa Bay. I'm pretty satisfied, when I look at what they've done recently. Again, we aren't talking about full season, talking about recently right now. Andy mentions Heineke. Look, the guy takes care of the ball. He had a pick last week, but overall, since he's been in, he takes care of the ball. He's someone that's reliable, I think, and that's what I want to see for a team that isn't putting up massive numbers, but taking care of things in the defensive end and getting points when they need to. And I know I'm going to get Cowboy Nation after me for this, guys, but if we look at things from a 10 last, several games here standpoint for Dallas, what have they done that's really shocked us? What have they done that's made me jump off my chair and run around my house in excitement? Okay, that's a little bit, nobody wants to picture that. But when I look at what they've done here, they've defeated the teams they should beat. They've, in games where they're favored by a touchdown, they're getting the job done. And then in the games where it's, a little bit up in the air or it's a closer point spread, they struggle. And I don't trust Dallas' defense. I think the whole, saying of defense wins games really, really happens here in this game here. I might sprinkle a little bit here on Washington football team to win this game outright. Because if I think Washington can get to them early, send that message early with their great pass rush and their defense, they might be able to dictate the pace in this one, get Gibson going on the running game. Drew, give me the football team here to get it done.
All right, McGinnis, we're seeing money line right now, guys, plus 165. So, hey, enjoy the game. And if you're betting football team, enjoy the profits if they come through, like McGinnis is talking about. Big plus price there on the money line. Hey, guys, make sure to check out WagerTalk.com, the free live odds screen. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys being -3.5 or -4, that split line. It makes, a loss be a push to a win. Can be big changes here. One way to, or at least the best free way to do that is the free live odds tab there, WagerTalk.com.